Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at CRO. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. And if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at crypto.com, as you can see, we are in this channel down pattern here, and things are very boring right now. The markets are in a sideways chop trading range. It's really boring. Even listening to a Brie Larson interview would be more fun, but trust me, it gets better because after these periods, we either see a strong breakout or a strong move to the downside. Now, either way, that is good for us because, for one, if we start going up, well, then obviously we're making money. Anyone who wants to swing trade is going to make money. If you're holding for the long term, that really doesn't affect you. Now, if we dump down, which is possible because we're going to be seeing another interest rate hike in December, and we're going to see what the CPI data is going to show us as well. And if that affects the markets, then obviously we're going to go down, and potentially CRO could see us retesting these lows at 5.5 cents, somewhere below 6 cents. And that would be a good buying opportunity. Now, obviously, all of this is because of the FTX FUD. We saw this major capitulation. So hopefully CRO makes it out of this FUD alive, because the fact that CRO has a partnership with the stadium in the US doesn't mean that it's not going to get, liquidated. Basically, it's not going to get destroyed, and it's not going to have to go bankrupt, because FTX showed us that that's possible. The fact that you have a stadium named after your company doesn't mean jack. So if you're bullish on crypto.com and if you are expecting the price to go back above $1 next bull market, then I think these are very cheap prices. I think you could be dollar cost averaging here with a potential move to the downside. And if that happens, you buy even more. So if we were to go down below 6 cents, let me just grab this rectangular pattern and set up a buy zone, a support block. So that's going to be the support block. We're going to be eyeballing anywhere from 621 to 0.549 cents. So if we go down there, that's going to be a good buying opportunity. Obviously, until we start creating higher highs and higher lows for Bitcoin, anything can happen in the crypto markets. So I would be very careful, and I wouldn't be going all in, certainly not into CRO. Personally, I don't hold any CRO, and I'm not planning to be buying into that, because I think buying any centralized exchange tokens is not really smart unless you really want to go for the discounted trading perks and benefits. I think BNB is okay. I think the KuCoin token is okay. All the others, I wouldn't be really buying those, and I'm not, to be honest with you. I don't even have any BNB. So that's my opinion. Now on the daily chart, as you can see, we are running into the 20 EMA and we're getting rejected back down. So this was a good opportunity for you to potentially have a nice swing trade. We're down 8% now, and potentially we could go lower. Now, taking a look at the channel down pattern, let me remove all of this so that it's not that distracting. So as you can see, we had the first touch here, second touch, and we have a channel down pattern. Now, usually these patterns are breaking to the upside. So at some point, we're going to see a break to the upside. Maybe that's going to happen towards January or February, and we're going to see this strong break to the upside, potentially coming up and retesting this white resistance trend line that we've had on the charts for many months. Let me just zoom out and show you what that looks like. All right, so this white trend line is important because we ran into that trend line in April and March of 2021, We ran into that in October of 2021. Then we had the major break to the upside. Then we lost it once we started capitulating in May this year. We had the back test of resistance, we came back down, and ever since then we have not retested that. So potentially right now, if we see a breakout from this channel down pattern, it is very possible we could run into the white trend line to retest that as resistance once again. On top of that, we have the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level there. And we've lost that level in June of this year, and we haven't had the retest of resistance. So multiple factors pointing towards a potential retest over here. And after that, you could potentially see a higher low. Maybe we come back down for the immediate support below, which is the second fib level, or we do something not as bullish and we come back down into the support block and then start coming up. We don't know what's going to happen then. At this point, it's speculation, but all I'm saying is that if you're dollar cost averaging at this support of the channel down pattern, potentially we could be looking for a move to the upside, at least to the channel's resistance, which is going to be somewhere 50% move, right? From here all the way to the top of the channel's resistance, that's going to be a 50% move, which is not that bad during a bear market, and all the way up to the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level, that's going to be 155%. So I think this is a good opportunity for you to accumulate some CRO tokens if you were looking to do that for a very long time, especially if you have a bunch of tokens bought above 40 cents. I think this is the opportunity for you. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, let's see what's going on here. So obviously we had that capitulation in November. We went all the way into the oversold, retested it once again in November, and for now we're slowly climbing towards the upside. Let me actually see if we're printing some sort of a bullish divergence here, or an exaggerated bullish divergence, I should say. Yeah, so this does look like an exaggerated bullish divergence to me, because we can see that the price action is bouncing off of a horizontal support trend line. As you can see over here, we have one trend line here, one horizontal. However, for the RSI, what we're actually doing is we are printing higher lows, which means that each low is higher than the previous one. And this is good because this is like I said, an exaggerated bullish divergence. So I do think we could see a strong break to the upside, potentially getting us all the way back up to the 55 daily EMA, which is the red line here. From where we are right now, that's a 28% move. I could target the 2.272 on the Fibonacci retracement. As you can see, we're just below the 2.414 as of right now. We're back testing that as resistance. But as you know, things can change drastically in the crypto markets. So I would say this is a good buying opportunity just because we are very close to the support of the channel down pattern. We're very near our all-time lows, which is basically where we've been in December of 2020. We're basically in the same area testing this low. So I don't think it's possible for us to go lower unless Bitcoin does something very bearish and we get some more FUD thrown into the markets and we capitulate. Obviously, that is going to send the crypto markets even lower and CRO can go below 4 cents, obviously. But we don't know if that's going to happen. So potentially it could. You should be ready for that. But on the contrary, you should be ready for a pump as well. So that's what I think. And maybe we can take a look at the weekly chart quickly as well. And before we continue, I quickly want to ask you, do you value your privacy? If the answer is yes, then you must take a look at ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN offers you the privacy that you deserve, no activity logs and no connection logs. Your internet provider won't be able to access anything, and anyone using the same open free Wi-Fi in the cafe as you won't be able to do any harm or breach your security. You can use the ExpressVPN application on any device. You can connect it to your PlayStation, or you can even connect it to your router so that anyone who connects is automatically secured. Or if you're looking to access any region-blocked content on your streaming platform, well, ExpressVPN can do that as well. If you're living in the Netherlands and you want to access a TV show that's only available in Japan, well, my friend, you can do that with ExpressVPN. You can use the link down below in the description and get a discounted price along with 3 extra months for free. You can get your money back if you don't like it, but I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like it, because we all need the privacy, and in today's age especially. And you can also pay with Bitcoin, so that's a really cool feature as well. And let's get on with the video. Alright, so taking a look at the weekly, I just want to show you the 20 EMA here, because that's going to be a very important level for us to retest as well. That's around 11 cents currently, near the second Fibonacci level. So I think that is something that we could retest if we start seeing a major move to the upside. That could be a 72% pump. Potentially that could happen, and we may get rejected from the 20 EMA there. So if you're entering for a short-term or a mid-term trade, this could be a very nice scenario for you to take advantage of. But like I said, this is not financial advice. I'm not buying to CRO. I'm interested in other projects. However, if you are bullish on this exchange, then I think this is one of the best times to be accumulating. So that is pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join my Patreon, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Goodbye and good night.